Hello everybody in BHIP. These are going to be your winter break workout videos, so we usually don't send anything out, but this year we've decided that instead of just letting you guys be inactive for 2 weeks, we're going to give you guys some workouts to do at home. The good thing about all of these is they are just body weight, so you don't need anything else, any sort of equipment to actually get them done, and hopefully you can do them in any space that you have. You literally just need to be able to do things like squat, push-ups, do lunges. So as long as you have space for that, you'll be able to get through these workouts. All right. So this video is going to talk about workout number 1. Each of these workouts should be starting with the warm-up. So you guys should have a pretty good idea of how to warm yourselves up at this point, and this is a really good opportunity to practice. So you guys can include things like arm swings, right? Things like going overhead with those arm swings, maybe doing some leg swings, maybe mixing it up and throwing in a lunge. All of those things are appropriate for your own warm-ups. You can craft them however you want to, but we're just going to be listing the workouts here. Please warm yourselves up though before you get into these. All right, so right now we're going to go ahead and get into workout number 1. Today's workout is going to be in a 15-minute AMRAP, so that means you're going to be going for 15 minutes. You're going to get as many rounds as possible within that 15 minutes. So you don't need any exercise equipment, but you do need a timer. So I have my phone right here, and that's going to be my timer. You can use whatever you want, so if you have a watch, that's also acceptable. Just make sure you're keeping track somehow and you actually go to 15 minutes. All right. For this first exercise, you're just going to take that timer, set it down on the ground in front of you, and you're going to come down to the floor and just find a tabletop position because we're going to be holding a plank in this first one. So you can be either on your forearms or up on your hands. Either option is fine. You can even walk your hands out and go to an extended plank. Do whatever level is challenging for you. But when you're ready, you're going to step your feet back, start that timer, and you're going to hold this plank for 30 seconds. All right, so this timer is right in front of my face so I can see it as soon as it gets to 30. When it does, you would be done with the planks for this round. All right, every time you come back to the timer, you're just going to add 30 seconds to whatever time that clock is at. All right, but when you get into the next exercise, you're just standing yourself up, and then you're going to go into some air squats. So I'm going to take my squat stance right now. So my feet are going to rotate out. They're going to be underneath my shoulders, and I'm going to go ahead and do 20 really good squats right now. So I'm sitting myself back and down, keeping my thighs wide and my chest up the entire time. All right, so I'll just demo a few right now. This is what it should look like, hopefully. We'll call that 20 right there. All right, and then when you get through those 20, you're again going to come back down to the ground, and this time you're going to give me a set of 10 push-ups. So hopefully chest is going to deck, and then you're pressing yourself back up. Right? If you need modifications, remember you can always take these into negatives. Just lower yourself down under control as slowly as you can, keeping that good plank position. Or you can even come down to your knees and then press your hips to the floor and do push-ups from there. All right? Now if you're doing this in your home, maybe you have a little countertop or a table or a ledge, just make sure that anything that you elevate your hands on is firm and it doesn't move. Okay, but that is also an option. So just to recap that for you, a little bit out of breath, we have a 30-second plank, 20 air squats, and then 10 push-ups at whatever level is challenging for you. You're gonna go through that as many times as you can in 15 minutes, okay? So that is the first part of the workout. When you finish that up, it's probably gonna be a good idea to get some water, maybe get a drink, catch your breath and recover for just a few minutes, and then you can get into the second part, which is actually gonna be a little bit easier, and we're just gonna be down on the ground for that part. So I'll go through that right now with you. So I'm gonna lay myself flat. I'm gonna put my feet in a hip bridge position, so they'll just be hip distance apart. I'm gonna lift one leg off the ground. All right, now for this next part, you're just gonna be timing yourself and doing as many reps as you can within that time frame. So I'm gonna go 30 seconds of hip bridges on my left leg right now. So I'm just pressing myself up, coming back down, and pressing up again. All right, so 30 seconds of me just getting my hip as high as I can. I'm really feeling as much tension as possible in my glute and pressing through my whole foot. When I get to the end of that 30 seconds, I'll switch sides, so my right foot will come down, my left leg will come up, and then I'll press through this other side for 30 seconds, okay? This isn't anywhere near 30 seconds, but we're gonna call it 30 right there, all right? And then once you finish that minute out, then you're gonna come up to a side plank. So side planks, remember, we again have a few different levels. You can be on your hand or your forearm, either one is appropriate. Level 1, the easiest option is gonna be to bend your knees and pull your shins behind yourself, lift your hips up and forward. All right, so you can side plank here. If you wanna make that harder, legs are gonna be extended out. I like to stagger my top foot in front, and then you're again gonna lift the hips up and forward. You'll be holding this position right here for 30 seconds on each side. So once I get to 30 here, right, hopefully you have a clock in front of you that you can watch. You're gonna come down, rotate over, and then go ahead and do that other side for 30 seconds. So in total, you have 2 minutes of work, so 30 seconds of a single leg hip bridge on each side, 30 seconds of a side plank on each side. You're gonna do that for 3 rounds, okay? As far as the rest in between your rounds, just take as much time as you need to get ready for the next one. It shouldn't be too long though, so hopefully not more than a minute. But this is workout number 1. Once you finish that up, you can stand yourself up, and then you may find after this workout that the front of your shoulders from all the push-ups are a little bit fatigued. Also your legs just from all the squats. So if you need a couple of stretches to do on your own, really easy first one, you can lace your fingers together behind your back, right? And then pull your shoulder blades together as much as you can and just try to open up the chest, okay? So just to help open up the front of your shoulder and that anterior chest portion of your body. And then the other stretch that you can do on your own is just to pick one leg up and then pull this whole thigh back behind your body. So this is just our basic quad stretch. Obviously, balance is an issue here, so if you need to hang on to something, again, just make sure that it's firm. It can be a wall, it can be a ledge of some sort, you can balance on that if you need to, okay? With the stretches, hopefully you're holding for maybe 30 seconds on each side, and you can do that for a couple rounds. But once you finish all of that up, so we have the 15-minute AMRAP, we have the 3 rounds of hip bridges and side planks, and then we have some stretching. That would be workout number 1 for your winter break. Good luck. That is it.